Most fire, smoke and steam tutorial on YouTube show you only one thing, how to create a simulation. They don't show you what happens after that. Because in real scenes, this is where the problem actually starts. The scene becomes so heavy, viewport starts slow down, files become impossible to manage, and render starts crashing. I'm still learning effects myself, but while learning, I realized something important. Most tutorials don't teach how to actually use simulations in real scenes. So in this video, I'm sharing you the workflow I use to make fire, smoke and steam simulations usable in production type scenes. So this is about the fancy simulation tricks. This is about the practicality. So before simulation, I have already set up my scene. So here is some basic scene I have set up. So it has corona sun, corona sky environment, a simple plane, and the object on which we are going to apply simulation. We are going to use this object for the simulation. Okay, and this is simple basic camera setup. Okay, so before simulation, there are some things that you have to keep in mind. So you have to make sure that your objects in the scene that you are going to simulate, they must be in the real world scale. So for example, this is the sphere. Okay, so if you look at its radius, it is about 2 meter. So it is about 6 to 7 feet. Okay, so it is in real world scale. So you have to just make sure that your objects are in real world scale. So if you are trying to make fire for the fire pit, you have to keep in mind the size of the wood, any kind of things. Okay, so you have to just keep in mind that your object simulation, your object size should be in real world size. This is the most important thing while doing simulation. Okay, so for this tutorial I am going to use Phoenix chaos plugin. Okay, so it is a simulation plugin. So I'm not going to deep dive in how to actually do fire settings and all those things. Okay, so there are so many tutorials outside, so you can search and do it from here. But the main intent of this video is to show how you can actually use that simulation in your real scene, in your actual scene. Okay, without making your file so heavy. Okay, so this is the object for my simulation. So I'm just going to pick setup scene for the selected object. Okay, so it will automatically create those objects for which. Okay, and I'm going to keep my timeline from 0 to 100. Okay, and I will just start simulation. Okay, so it will take some time to. Okay, so our simulation is done, you can see here. Okay, the simulation is done. So now if we look at the cache path of this simulation, here we will find the output path. Okay, so this is the output path. So these are the simulation files which are in .aur format. Okay, so by default this Phoenix plugin of 3ds Max creates that simulation in .aur files. So we have to convert these AUR files into VDB files. So VDB files are not the magic files, it is just the more optimized way to store the volume data. Okay, so and it is a universal, we can use that VDB files in other 3D softwares as well, like Maya, Blender, also in the game engine like Unreal Engine. So we have to convert these .aur files into VDB files. So how we can do that? So for that, so here is the official page of Corona Chaos. Okay, so here you will find some command line. So for this, for converting these .aur files into VDB files, we have to use a tool called cache converter, which is provided by this Phoenix. Okay, but the problem here is this tool, it's not a problem, but it is actually works like that. So this cache converter tool is command line based. So basically this tool is command line based, so we have to use some commands to convert our .eur files to VDB files. So first of all, again some things to keep in mind, that I have just copied my path. Okay, so these are the .eur files which are created by this Phoenix. Okay, so first of all I will properly name this this folder. So just name it AUR. Okay, so these are AUR files. Okay, then I will create another folder called VDB. Okay, just keep in mind that this folder name should not contain some space. Okay, like should not contain space and numbers. It should be alphabet only. Okay, yes. So after that I will just again go to that page, and here you will find two commands. We majorly only need these two commands. Okay, destination file and source file. Okay, so in the newer version of Phoenix, you will find that tool, cache converter tool, in program files. Okay, group, chaos group, Phoenix FD. Okay, no, here it is not here. Chaos Phoenix FD 25 bin. Yes, this is the path where you will find this cache converter tool. So you can directly run here cmd, so it will directly run that cmd into this path, from this path. Okay, so we just have to give source file and destination folder path, so it can automatically convert that. So we just have to put the source file path. So here is my source file path, and the file name, you can also copy this file name from here. Okay, just paste it. Just make sure that this frame count, this frame numbers which has 4 times 0, you just have to replace it by hash. Okay, because our frame count is from 0 to 100, so it will just use this, replaces this hash with our frame counts and to convert those files. Okay, yes. So this is the full command. First we have source file path with this. Okay, then it should not contain spaces. Okay, give it the destination folder, okay, on which it will files. Okay, just hit enter, and so you can see here .eur files to our VDB files. Okay, so now if you look at 6 MB, 6 MB, okay, 15 MB, so these are also heavy files. But again, the new trick, volume grid proxy, to convert these files into proxy. How to do that? Okay, so I will just delete all this. Okay, I don't need it. Go to Corona. This goes same with the V-Ray. Okay, so here is the Corona volume grid. You just have to drag it here, Corona volume grid, and you have to click on load from file. So just locate your .vdb files folder and select one file. So for now you will not able to see anything here, but as we move forward, you can see that something is happening. Now if you go to modifier panel, you can see here some of the options. Our simulation is here, but we have to remove this black portion. So we can do it by just unchecking the temperature. Okay, we don't need it. So here is the simulation, and it is very lightweight that we can actually use it anywhere. We just have to drag this Corona volume grid and just load it from the file. So you can actually use the simulation in your actual scene. So this is how you can actually use the Corona volume grid, which is very lightweight, in your actual scene. Okay, So if you want to know more about that, how to create steam fire from this, I will give you a reference here. So this is the official page of Corona again. So here they showed you how to use Corona volume grid. Okay, so if you want to create fire, smoke, steam, whatever, what settings are needed for that, so you can go through with this blog post. This is the approach I have used to make fire smoke simulations usable in the real scenes. I am still learning, but this workflow helped me a lot to move from test simulations to something that actually works in the complex scenes. If this video helped you, saved it, and you will need it again, I know. That's it. Just like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.